Hello everybody, I am Shekels and welcome back to Let's Play Zombie Shooter 2. Now, I'm actually doing commentary after the video this time. I know it's a little bit unusual, but I had to do... Last time I did this was actually with Alien Shooter Experiment. But the reason for this was because I was having such a fucking hard time with this game. And the fact that it was so fucking hard to even survive because of the difficulty ramps in this compared to Alien Shooter 2. I actually didn't end up beating this. I just kind of said that enough was enough. I got to the point that I was just, I was so pissed off with the actual difficulty ramp that was with this that I said fuck it. Well, at least I didn't make the mistake that I made with Alien Shooter Experiment. At least I got the sound this time. But yeah, it really got to the point where I was just getting so pissed off with it all. And, like, it was bad enough I had to lower the fucking difficulty to just finish the campaign, never mind having to give up on doing the survival mode. Because like I was able to do Alien Shooter so easily compared to this on Impossible on the campaign, and I was able to do survival mode without difficulty like this as well. To be honest with you, they just ramped up the difficulty a little bit too much when it came to Zombie Shooter 2, because essentially what way it worked was hard difficulty in this was basically the difficulty of Impossible on Alien Shooter 2. So basically Impossible was just a whole new level of difficulty that hasn't been seen in the shooter series before. And to be honest, it was a little bit too difficult because it just got to the point where it just turned into a grind and it just got boring after a while. And so basically normal difficulty in this was the equivalent of hard. So essentially when you're doing survival mode in Zombie Shooter 2, you're essentially playing it on hard difficulty. And you can't change that. You can't change it to normal. You can't change it to easy. It's just the way that they did the difficulty for the game, and it was a little bit too much, to be honest with you. I'm even surprised I got this far without just throwing in the towel. But, there comes a point where enough is just a fucking enough. And I just got so sick and tired of trying it that I just decided to leave it at this. I got this far, I got to the boss, but I didn't beat him. I don't think I ever would have, to be honest with you, because of the ridiculous difficulty. The only way I would have been able to actually win this is if I got very, very lucky and got lots and lots and lots and lots of fucking armor drops. It's the only way that I might have had a chance of actually winning this, but the chances of being that lucky are pretty slim. So I just went ahead and did this as far as I could, because I didn't want to spend any more time in this than I had to. So because I want to move on to other games. It's not often I give in, but I didn't see any other choice than to give in. I don't think it not to sound big-headed, but I mean I'd rate myself pretty good at the shooter series games, and to not be able to finish the survival mode just kind of shows how difficult they've actually ramped it up to the point that it lost a lot of its fun in Zombie Shooter. It really did. There was a lot of fun lost in it, and I think that's why I didn't like it and why I've been so hard on it, because I think they just went too far with the difficulty. Like there are limits, I think they just went a little bit too far with this one, unfortunately. But I mean, there's nothing that you can really do. I mean, right here now you can see that I'm out of armor again. I don't stand a chance. Like once you're out of your armor, that's it. Like you don't stand a chance. And like if you don't stand a chance against these guys, you won't have snowballs hell in chance of surviving against the boss unless you have armor. And it was kind of here that I started to get hammered because I was in desperate need of armor. Like I had 600 health, and it just wasn't enough. Not without armor. My self-defense wasn't too bad either. You know, I was ramping that up at each level gained as well, and it still wasn't enough. You know, I needed armor, and without it, I was at nothing. You know, I managed to get black, but I mean that's only medium armor. You've got like the toughest guys in the game coming at you all the time. It's just not enough. You know what I mean? It's literally just not enough to keep going. Like you can see here, I actually thought about it for a minute, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna ramp it up again in self-defense, and hopefully I might actually just make this out alive." But unfortunately, it didn't quite work that way. I did try, but it just didn't work that way at all. And you know, look, I gave it my best shot. I would say that much. It's disappointing that I couldn't do it, but you know, I mean, unfortunately, the difficulty was just too ramped up, and it did turn into more of a case of luck over anything else, to be honest with you. And well, at the end of the day, despite the difficulties with zombie shooter, you know, I still enjoyed doing the Let's Play, and that's the main thing, I think, you know. Like even though I had to lower the difficulty to finish the campaign, you know, that was disappointing too, because, you know, since I've done Alien Shooter 2 and Impossible, and I didn't have any difficulties like this. You know, it's disappointing, but I couldn't see any other way around it. Like, you know, if I was to finish it, I'd have to lower the difficulty, so that's exactly what I did. And it was still tough enough, but I still had to use my hidey hole, but you know, it did the job, and I got the job done. Like here, you can see it's just getting insane. I probably would have lost another life there only for the fact that I actually leveled up. And that's the only reason I'm probably still standing at this point, because I leveled up there. So it just got to the point where it was just ridiculous. Like the enemies in Zombie Shooter 2 just do tremendous amounts of damage to you. It's just ridiculous. They were doing massive amounts of damage, and they took massive amounts of damage as well, which made it even harder actually. It just got to the point where it was almost too much. I'm about to lose a life here, yeah? There we go. I don't survive much longer than this either. I honestly didn't survive too much longer after this. You know, it's actually weird me just sitting here talking into a microphone watching a gameplay video that I've made and actually commentating, and it's actually a bit strange. Because I'm not used to doing it this way at all. It's only the second time I've actually done it this way. And it's a bit weird, to be honest. You know, it is weird. But in a way, like, you know, I'm disappointed I couldn't do it on Impossible or finish Survival Career, but at the same time, I'm happy that I at least did a full Let's Play of it and got it done. All I gotta do now is just do my review of it. That's it. But you know, it was still fun to do a Let's Play of it. Now here comes the boss now. It's the same guy as you fight at the end of the game in his fucking machine, which is even worse. The guy was using a fucking ion cannon here, and I'm denting him a bit at a time, and I had no armor or anything on me, so... And then, of course, the rest of the swarm start coming in then, and I'm just bollocksed. I don't even stand a chance at this stage, I really don't. It was fucking chaos. You know, I mean, if it was him on his own, I might have been able to do it, but not when I'm getting hordes of enemies coming in at me again. No, that was never, ever going to... I was never going to survive this. On his own, probably I would have, but not when I'm getting enemies firing at me still. That was never going to work. I got to the point where I just needed armor, and if I didn't get it, I was going to die, which I'm just about to do right now. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there at this point, and I'm going to leave it at that for this part, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this Let's Play, and yeah, I wish I could have done it, finished it off, but unfortunately I couldn't. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.